Hi guys, so today I am filming a video that I have never ever filmed before, and this is a story time video. Story time videos are super popular lately and I absolutely love watching story time videos. So today I am going to tell you guys my story of when I stood up my crazy obsessive prom date. If you guys like storytime videos or you like my storytime video, give it a thumbs up so I know I will do more, and I have a few like already in my head that I'm planning on filming, so if you guys like them, let me know and I'll be sure to film them and bring them to you guys. This story starts last year when I was a junior. I was single, ready to mingle. That was honestly my mindset. I was single, ready to mingle, like, what's that saying? Blonde and single and I love to mingle. Like, that was me. So I honestly cannot remember how I first met this boy. So the boy in the story, we are going to give him a name. His name will be Travis. So Travis would like DM me on Twitter like, oh, you're so cute. He would like retweet my selfies and he would like DM me like we should hang out more, like stuff like that, just DMing me when I would like post selfies on Twitter and stuff. He only followed me on Twitter. I had no idea who this kid was. So when me and my boyfriend broke up, Travis was still never really on my radar. He is not someone that I would typically go for. Just like, he was a typical Twitter douche. Like, honestly, he was a typical like DMs every girl on Twitter. So I wasn't like super even interested in him, and then I'm pretty sure one day I might have posted a selfie and he DM'd me, maybe asked for my number. At a moment of weakness I gave him my number. I don't remember how this all started, but after he got my number I remember the constant text messages, and at first like I kind of like would text him like just like as friends. I knew that I really didn't want to like date him. I still had never met him before, so we couldn't have been that great of friends. He would like always ask like if we could hang out, and I wasn't really comfortable like hanging out with someone I've never met before. I knew he wasn't like a serial killer, but like you never know what could have happened. So he would always ask to hang out, and he would always ask for me to like pick him up places and like take him places, and I was just like, nah fam, I'm a pass. So a few months went by and he would like text me off and on. Sometimes I would text him back, a lot of times I wouldn't text him back. Just like it was just like weird texting. So then I went to a basketball game. My friends all went and I saw him, but like we've only texted. Like I've never seen him in person, so obviously I'm not gonna go up to him and be like, hey Travis, how are you? Like we've never met before. So I saw him and I was like, whatever, just like kept hanging out with my friends, and he definitely saw me because he like kept visual contact on me all night. I think it was a football game. I honestly can't remember. He kept visual contact on me all night, and then he like DM'd me or texted me that night and was like, I saw a girl that looked just like you at this football game, and I was like, it was me. Like, you obviously know it was me, but you're not gonna be like, oh, I saw you, but I don't know why. Obviously he knew it was me. So I was like, oh yeah, haha, yeah. And then he asked me if I was going to this basketball game the following week, and I said I was, and he said, oh, I'll come say hi. Okay, whatever, he'll come say hi. So we go to the basketball game, me and like all my same friends, we go to the basketball game, and I'm walking in and I see him out of the corner of my eye and he goes, Jessie! And I was like, oh, like I don't even really know him. So I was like, oh, hi, and like I gave him a hug and whatever. Went and sat in the stands, watched the basketball game, and he ended up actually coming up there and sitting with us. Mind you, he knew none of my friends. I barely knew him. I didn't even know his last name. I knew his name, and like I think I knew that he went to that school. Like that is all I knew of him, and he didn't know anything about me either. So he like came up there, we were just like hanging out, sitting, chatting, trying to chat. He kept like trying to put his arm around me, and like I wasn't really feeling it. I was like, maybe not. Just because like I didn't even know him, but honestly at a moment of weakness I just let him put his arm around me, whatever, no big deal. I do vaguely remember my ex actually walking into that exact gym and seeing me, and I was just like, like mortified, like oh my god, this is so awkward. So then later on, like that was just like he would like kind of like come and go, say hi to us, whatever. And then when we were leaving, I was walking out with my friend Alexis maybe. Travis was like walked out with me, and then he kept like, I was just standing there and he kept like trying to put his arm around me, and I was like, like slippery snake. Like I honestly was like, like nope, not today, not today. My ex's best friends literally watched us kiss. It was super uncomfortable, not gonna lie. Whatever, we kissed and whatever. So then he had my Twitter, and I had tweeted about how I wanted to go to prom. I had no intention of Travis seeing it and saying, oh, I'm gonna ask her to prom. That was not my intention. I just wanted to go to prom, okay? I just wanted to go to prom. I didn't want to go to prom with him. We didn't go to the same school. He didn't know any of my friends. It would have been awkward. So I didn't want to go to prom with him in the first place. But I don't know what happened. Basically, he ended up asking me to prom in front of my whole school. So obviously, like, couldn't say no, so I said yes. And then at first I was like, okay, this could be fun. Maybe we'll go to prom. First of all, we didn't know what prom to go to. His prom, we didn't know if we were going to go to my prom. We didn't know if we were going to go to this other school's prom. We had no idea. We had no mutual friends. It was just, it started off to be a mess. So while this was all happening, after he asked me to prom, the obsessiveness started to come out. He would like hardcore text me, and I wouldn't text him back because we're not together. He wasn't entitled to my reply. He would text me back and like ask me where I was, what I was doing, who I was with. And that only happened a few times, just like a few times he like kind of got a little stalker on me. And then what really broke the camel's back, when he was like always texting me, he came and visited me at work, and mind you, I told him like the name of the store I worked at. There were 3 locations. I don't know how he knew where I worked. He came, he brought me like cookies and a Starbucks, and like that was really nice and all, but like I didn't ask for it. Like I just wanted to go to prom with him. Maybe at this point I was like having having thoughts about not going to prom with him. So I honestly didn't even want to go to prom at this point. And what really broke the camel's back, which really just, I don't know why it freaked me out so much, but I'm not like a person who likes a lot of attention and like affection. And we hung out one more time after that. We went to a basketball game, and he was just like all over me, and I was like, I don't like it. And I'm not a person to be like, listen, get off of me. Like, I'm just not like that. So one time he actually made a collage of my face, of selfies of me. He made a collage of selfies, and he posted it on Instagram. And in the middle, I'm trying to like imagine it, in the middle of like a collage of my face, it said like my world, with like the world emoji and the ring emoji and like the heart emoji and kiss emoji. Mind you, we kissed maybe twice. We were not together. I barely texted him back. And I think he got the hint when on Instagram like I didn't like or favorite it, and everybody was commenting like, oh my gosh, you know Jessie? Like, oh my gosh, you guys are such a cute couple. And I was like, no, we are not together. So during this whole time, I was actually sort of trying to talk to another guy. We'll name him Kevin. I was trying to sort of like get to, like I already knew Kevin. I've like been really close friends with Kevin for a long time, and we started to kind of have a thing, and me and Travis thought we had a thing, but I was trying to have a thing with Kevin. So that was kind of messy. Somehow Travis found out that me and Kevin kissed, and he got really mad because he thought we were together, and I was like, we're not together though, so I'm gonna kiss Kevin. So me and Kevin started talking. That's a whole different story. Me and Kevin's story. I might make a video on that. All my friends want me to make a video on that. Different story. I basically just told Travis one day that like I don't think, like I don't want to go to prom. I said I do not want to go to prom. I told him I am not going to prom because it was just too hard. We didn't have any mutual friends. I told him I didn't have a group I was going with, which I didn't. So I told him it was just too hard, like too complex. I don't want to go to prom. We're not going to prom. Whatever, we're not going to prom. So about 3 days before prom actually happened, I already had a dress because that was the dress I was going to wear with Travis. I was just going to keep it for like this year's prom. So like 3 days before prom, I'm like talking to my best friend Morgan, and she's like, go to prom with Kevin. And I'm like, what? I can't just go to prom with Kevin because it's 3 days before prom. So I ended up going to prom with Kevin and my best friend Morgan and her boyfriend James. And we ended up all going to prom, and I told Travis I wasn't going to prom. And so what I did, being me, like I have no like common sense, I ended up I didn't block Travis on Instagram and Twitter. I like unfollowed him and followed him so he wasn't following me, or like blocked him and unblocked him, something like that. So he wasn't following me because I wanted to post a prom picture. Stupid. I shouldn't have even posted a prom picture. So then Travis eventually saw the picture. I couldn't hide it from him. And so he texted me. He was like, hey, how was prom? I will give him that. He was very polite about it. I think he knew that we were just kind of like from two different places. And now me and Travis are like pretty good friends. We actually go to the same school now. And so me and Travis like see each other in the hall. We're like, hey man, that's weird. Remember that one time he asked me to prom and we kissed a few times? He has a girlfriend. We actually like text about like our relationship problems. Like we're like decently good friends. So I didn't like totally ruin someone's like life over this. But like I still like think about it and I'm like, wow, that was a really shitty thing to do. I totally stood someone up, but in my case I stood up like an obsessively clingy person. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed my first story time video. If you guys want me to do more, let me know down below or give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye! Mwah!